Hello. This is probably a terrible video, but I just need to talk. I'm just not, I'm just trying to reach out, I guess, to other people, other human beings out there. I don't feel like I really have a lot of people in my life I can talk to. It's probably not true, but it's just how I feel. Um, I really struggle with depression, and I struggled with it for the last 20 years or so. Um, and if you don't know what it's like, it's probably hard to understand. It just feels like you just don't want to do anything, and it feels like everything is pointless, stupid, and your life has been a complete waste. Um, a terrible feeling, really, and it's only getting more common as society and civilization advances and increases in technological complexity. So I guess those are related. Um, and I think part of it just has to do with, or I mean, I guess I could only talk about myself. Really, what the fuck do I know about society at large? But it's just constantly being bombarded with negative information from every walk of life, from every side. It's almost like there's nothing that can be put out there that somebody isn't going to shit on. And usually they have some kind of point. They're coming at it from some kind of interesting angle where they have a valid perspective. And so much of it is opinion based. You can't even really argue with it. It's just like, this is how I feel about this. These are my thoughts about this. This is my reaction about that. What what is there to say about that? It's just like negativity. And I guess also we don't use our bodies as much as we used to. We used to have to use your body to earn, not even earn a living, just to survive. You had to walk around, you had to work, you had to interact with other human beings, and you still kind of have to do that stuff, but maybe at like 1-2% of what it used to be in order to survive. So I think it's natural for us to want to conserve our energy, and I think that gets played against us. It becomes something that's detrimental. Is this instinct to like relax and take it easy, take some time off, and just enjoy yourself becomes, I guess it becomes addictive because all we want to do, you know. And I don't know why I'm doing this. Yes, I don't know. I want to be one of those guys that talks about things and shares his opinion and gets to work for themselves. I don't. I have a good job. It pays pretty well. Um, it's got some nice benefits. I'm an independent contractor, so there's some negatives like no sick days and no health insurance and no retirement plan and stuff like that. But um, the wages are a little bit more than they would be otherwise, so it kind of balances out. It's just really a trade-off. I wouldn't say I'm really passionate about it, what I do. I love what I do. I've kind of moved up in the organization to sort of a managerial type role. I guess I'm middle management, and I just deal with a lot of bullshit. And I used to more be doing actual work where you're just kind of like getting in the trench and digging the ditch. I used to be more of that guy. Now I'm one of the guys outside of the ditch with a clipboard, telling the guy to dig the ditch and making sure he digs it right. Um, it's, it's just not as fun. It's not as interesting. Um, it's just the money's better. It's just the money's way better. Um, I make now. Now I make it in a day what I used to make in a week, which is crazy. And it's nice, but it just frees you up from having to worry about things. It just makes me lazier, to be honest, because I don't have to get like the lowest price for something. I just go buy it and not worry about it. I don't have to worry about getting the best one of something because if it doesn't work out, I'll just get another one. And I'll just go out. I'm gonna go out to a nicer dinner. You know, I'll just get a few more drinks than I otherwise would, and I'll like, leave a nicer tip. Um, I guess all that's good. I mean, it's nice to. I guess I'm above median. I don't know what I am percentage wise, but I'm probably in like 2 to 1%. You know, I live in a nice neighborhood. I have a wife that loves me. I have two great little dogs. I don't have any kids. I'm not responsible enough to have children, and children take a really long time to grow up. It takes forever, man. It takes so long. Um, but it's weird. I'm in my 30s now, and like, life is flying by. When you're a kid, it just like every year it takes forever to get to the next year, to get to the next birthday, to get to the next year of school. Then at some point, once you start working, it's just like I don't know what the saying goes: the days drag on, but the months fly by. Yeah, it's like that. Uh, I don't know. I'm in therapy too. I'm doing therapy for on my current run. I guess I'm around a year into it. It's good. I'd like to do it more frequently because I get a lot out of it, and I'm fucking nuts. I really need it. It's always very cathartic. Really, I'm just prone to holding all that stuff in. Not. It's just easier for me to. I don't know. I try and please people and make everything like I'm okay. I guess it's just kind of how I was raised. It's not a great excuse, but and it's not meant to be an excuse. It's just an observation of maybe how that came to be. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would want to watch this. Probably they wouldn't unless you really knew me. And even then, I think that's questionable. I guess I'm just trying to get something off my chest, just get my words out there. This isn't particularly anything entertaining or interesting. Uh, I don't know. I guess I can relate to like my parents when they would look at my generation and go like, "Man, these kids today are fucking crazy." And where's this whole civilization thing going? And I would think if we're making progress, and I would look back at the older generation and see how backwards they were, and see everything that's wrong so clearly. And now that's just a pattern that repeats itself. And now I'm one of the older people. It's like looking at the kids today, and it's you just don't realize what you have. Whatever you're born with, and whatever you grew up with, seems normal, and that seems like that's the baseline for what existence is supposed to be. And it can be hard to appreciate that we only are at this high level of comfort and freedom, I guess. That sounds really cliche and corny, but we're only where we're at now. Like as bad as things are now, they were worse before at almost every period of time. Or there's a lot of things that were worse that you just don't even realize. And we only got to where we're at through thousands of years of progress, innovation, trade and exploration, conquering and war, death and destruction, but also peace and reconciliation and forgiveness. I'm just, I guess I don't see a clear path as to where it's going. I was a kid of the '80s, and so the Cold War was a big deal. The Soviet Union versus the United States, and the U.S. won that. But um, what did we really do with our victory? We just kind of squandered it. Like that was an incredible opportunity to really make the world a better place, and all we did is just cash in on it. I guess just cashed in. I'm gonna get mine. Fuck everybody else. I guess it's just disappointing. I guess I'm disappointed in myself, and then I look at humanity and I'm disappointed at us as a whole. Like, we should be doing better, you know. I guess I want myself to do better. It's easier for me to look outside into civilization and society, which, to be honest, mostly I don't really understand how it works. If you really get down to the basics and really like, look down at a low level at the nuts and bolts of it, probably don't understand it as well as I think I do. Then again, a lot of times you find out how things work. Like 80% of it's complete bullshit, just based on deception and confusion. People hiding information, intentionally trying to manipulate our lower instincts, our feelings, our emotions, bring up our weaknesses, our fears. Because if you get people afraid of shit or worried about shit, stuff, shit stuff, stuff, shit, then you can sell them a solution, and they'll buy it. They won't even know that that's what they're actually buying is a solution to this anxiety that you manufacture. Really, like I'm sharing wisdom. Like, I'm just talking. Who am I talking to? There's no one here. There's no one on the other end of this. I just random people, random internet people, other humans. Maybe I just want to record this for posterity. Like I want some record that yeah, I existed and I was this person, this human being here on planet Earth. I had some thoughts and feelings, and then I died. That's it, man. No one's gonna think of all the people that have lived from for all the creatures that have lived from the beginning of the first organism through billions of years to us. How many do we even know about? Like 0.0001%? And think of the humans. How many of those do we know about? A couple? A few? How many people are there from 100 years ago that we know about? From 1,000 years ago? Man, like right now we are 1,000 years in the past to the year 3018. Like there's 7, 8 billion of us. Seven. What's the latest number? A lot. A fucking shit ton. Just none of it matters. Like individually, we don't matter. And I guess it's been like that for a long time, but you used to be able to kind of sublimate your identity into this larger collective. Feel like you were a part of something, or feel like at least when you died, you because you were some kind of child of God or had some connection to the eternal, you would live on as some higher transcendent reality. But I just have a hard time believing that. It seems really unlikely. It seems like wishful thinking. It could be true. It totally could be true. Sometimes I think it really is true. And you know, this reality is just a simulation. That's a possibility. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. No one knows. Maybe someone knows, but you couldn't prove it. Even if you knew, you couldn't prove it. I mean, it should be possible to prove that sort of thing. I guess. Maybe there'd always be room for doubt. It's just weird. This crazy life of the human beings and all of our folly, weakness, stupidity. And I guess I'm being kind of negative because we've also done really beautiful things. can also be extremely compassionate to each other, different species, organisms that don't have much in common on the surface. But really, we're all part of the same family. This whole everything on Earth is part of the same family. We all come from the same thing. We're all related. We're all just extremely distant cousins. We just can't see it because we're locked in the present moment. We can't get outside of time. We don't really know what time is. Like, where is the past? It happened, right? Because it's what brought us to now. But where is it? Is it somewhere that you could have access to? And if you could step back, kind of see the whole thing happening, it would just be this long, kind of spindly, wormy, stringy thing. You know, you could see, like with light, you could see the first thing, and then you could see everything spread out from it, evolve and change. This branch dies, but this one continues. You can see the whole thing clearly. From your perspective, it would be like it's just one organism because there's literally you're being connected to the entire thing moment by moment, moment by moment. There's no breaks in it. Even though things die outside of time, it's still all connected. I don't even know if that's real, but it's an interesting concept. And it seems like it's true, but I don't, I guess I just don't know how it works. I'm fucking know that does, right? And our best understanding of it is like a giant equation. It's a big ass equation. Like, fuck. I didn't know math was so important. They made it so boring. I'm too dumb. I got stuck on calculus. I couldn't get past calculus. I took it in college, my first semester. I got an F, and that was a terrible class. I was in a bad place, anyways, but our teacher was horrible. He was like one of these research professors, and he barely spoke English. And calculus is a difficult concept. Well, I'm sure all the people out there could understand it. Like, no, it's not, you idiot. It's just a relationship with infinity. But I couldn't wrap my head around it, and so I came back the next semester and I got a C in it. I got like an I got my grades from fucking 15 years ago. It's so pathetic. But I did well on like the first two tests, but I had to put all my effort into it. It was just like hours a day I had to put into it. And I could understand it and get like good grades. And then I just gave up for like the final. And did like half of it. Got like an A on the first two midterms, F on the final, and that all balanced out to like a C. And I was like, well, there's no way I can do calculus two. Like I fucked off this last part, and it all builds on itself. You can't really make that up quickly. I wish I understood math better because it appears to be the language of the universe. Like anything that happens in time and space with energy and matter can be explained mathematically. Everything. Even this conversation can be explained mathematically. It's really hard to get the equation for a brain, consciousness, words. It's hard to break down the math. We don't know how to do that yet. Yet. No reason why we couldn't. Even the ability to communicate with everyone here on the internet. It's math. It's all math happening. It's electricity swirling around near the speed of light. And somehow I'm able to talk with my meat throat and say words and make a sound, and you're able to understand that. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's almost like telepathy. It's like I have a thought here, and then I make a sound, and then you take that sound, the air moving hits your ear, and it wiggles it, and it goes to your processing center, and then you consciously realize, oh yeah, he means this, and he means that. It's fucking fascinating. It's just so fucking weird. It's beautiful though. It's incredible. I don't know. This was cathartic, so it felt good to say this. So I think I'm in a good place to end. So I'll just go ahead and